Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I realised that yesterday I missed doing the Divine Masculine Karmic read, so here I am today. Yesterday I didn't do any readings, my energy levels were really low, so I waited till I felt a bit better so that we could have a look at what's happening between the Divine Masculine and his Karmic. For those of you who have a Divine Masculine in a karmic situation, this is for you. So, and I have new tarot cards and I'm very excited. So let's start. So Spirit, please tell us what is the energy of the Divine Masculine towards the karmic, please. How is he feeling towards the karmic? How is he feeling towards the karmic? Ooh, okay. So he's feeling protective. We have a protective card at the moment. Wonder what that's about. Okay. He's feeling the need for give and take in this relationship, but he's still wanting to escape. He's still wanting to move away from this difficult situation. Now, you know, this is interesting. Let me just get the fourth card and then we'll go through them again to put these into some sort of perspective. Thank you. Yeah, the Empress. Every time, every single time. And camera angle. We're getting this really consistently now, aren't we? So we start off with, you know, yeah, for some reason he's feeling the need for protection. Now, I asked Spirit about the feelings towards the karmic and we get a card of protection, but this could also be about him self-protecting. What I find interesting about this card is that this, I don't know what they call these, I want to say the word stave. Let me know if that's the right word, but he's got this sort of large item here, you know what I mean? I think it's a stave, isn't it? Or rod of some sort. Anyway, he's holding it across the front of him. So it almost like feels that he is in need of protection himself. So there's a lady, what I find interesting is that there's a figure here. It's a lady in this particular card with her face covered. Like she's being very mysterious and like she's, you know, constantly in the background. So as I look at this card more, yes, he's feeling protective, but he's feeling self-protective. So it's almost like, you know, these shadowy figures in the back, rather than protecting them, he's feeling the need to be protected from them. Okay. But he is having to give and take a bit at the moment, you know. He is under pressure to sort of, I do feel that there is a financial leaning here. You know, this person here is actually giving something to the person in the green robe and also to the person down here. I do feel that he is being leaned upon financially, that he's having to, you know, give his time and his money to this karmic situation for whatever reason. He's not a happy bunny though, because he's wanting to escape. You know, he's wanting to move forward, to escape some sort of restriction or some sort of danger here. Okay, so there are things that are obstacles that are in his way, which is what we've been seeing for the last few weeks, and he is wanting to move through that, to escape from that. And where does he want to be? He wants to be with his Empress. That looks really light in that camera. Shall I move it back a bit? Yeah. He's wanting to be with his Empress, which is you, Divine Feminine. She's wearing the most beautiful dress. Sorry, I get distracted by the card. But, you know, he's wanting to be with you. So it doesn't matter. For the last three or 4 weeks, I have been asking Spirit, how does he feel about the karmic? And all we get is, this is what he's dealing with, but this is where he wants to be. And I mean, that's fabulous because we've waited a long time to hear that. Let's see how the karmic is feeling. How's the karmic feeling this week? Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Do you want me to take that? Yeah. So the karmic is feeling that She's feeling a bit restricted, and I do think this is a financial issue. I think there are financial things going on between them, you know. She wants to keep everything safe, everything locked up. Are there two people? No, there's one person behind there counting their money. So she's trying to protect her financial security, which is why, you know, the divine masculine is under pressure financially, because she's trying to look after herself and her stability by getting the divine masculine to provide. What else, please? What else? How else is the karmic feeling, please, Spirit? Ooh, gosh. Okay. Yeah, look, this has come out in reverse. So, you know, the passion has gone from this relationship. She's now at a stage where she's just looking after her stability. You know, the passion has dwindled. She doesn't have the same feelings for the divine masculine that maybe she had in the beginning. And, you know, that's quite hard for her, because, you know, it's for anybody in a relationship where they don't feel that connection or that passion. She's been clinging on to the divine masculine for a very long time, but she's now in a position where she just doesn't feel it anymore. Yeah, she doesn't trust him. Look, we have devil energy here. She doesn't trust him. She doesn't trust his motives. She doesn't know what's going on. She feels she's being kept in the dark. She feels he has ulterior motives. And she's right, because what he wants is to move on. And it doesn't sound like he's being very subtle about it, to be honest. So they may have had arguments. He may have actually told her that that's what he wants to do. But she doesn't trust him. And that is why she's trying to hold on to her security. I didn't get which one, Spirit. Which one is it? Page of Cups, yeah. She feels like a bit of I was going to say a fish out of water, and here we have a fish out of the water, look. She doesn't really know how to handle this situation anymore with the divine masculine. She, you know, she entered into this relationship with almost like a childlike innocence. She's always been very childlike. And, you know, she was hoping for some sort of loving message between them. She was hoping that, you know, it would all be lovey-dovey, as we say in England. It will all be sort of harmonious and lovely, and, you know, that he would whisper sweet nothings into her ear, because the Page of Cups is very much about, you know, a loving message. But she's feeling like a fish out of water. It's not turned out in the way that she anticipated. And so, as I say, the passion has all gone. It may be for some of them that they're no longer actually sleeping with each other. But, you know, she has this childlike innocence, but she knows that she's bitten off more than she can chew here. I'm using a lot of cliches, sorry. But, you know, she really does feel powerless in this situation. So, where do we go now, please, Spirit? What else do you want to tell us? Okay. They're asking us to do some joint energy. So let's have a look at the joint energy between them. I don't think this is going to be a long reading, because it's actually very similar to what we've seen in previous weeks. So let's see, where's the energy between them? Where's the energy between them, please? Yeah, a merry motive, you know. Motive is an interesting word here, because, and that stands out for me more than the merry does, to be honest. It's almost like, you know, they're looking for the light in the darkness, but they can't find any. So they're both sort of protecting their own interests, really. You know, we have the divine masculine standing in protective stance, and we have the karmic protecting what she can, basically. And neither of them trust each other's motives. We have the devil energy down here, as we said before, but we also have this mysterious, well, these mysterious characters in the background behind the divine masculine. So there's a real lot of mistrust going on. So yeah, I think they're struggling to find the light in the darkness here. What else? What else, please, Spirit? What else? What else, please? Beyond the ordinary. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like they're looking outside this situation now for something that's more fulfilling. You know, I think the relationship between them has become quite mundane, quite difficult at times. And, you know, they're almost looking for spiritual guidance for, you know, to get them beyond this situation. Yeah, it's always, there's definitely a spiritual connection with this card. But they're looking for some sort of, it's almost like they're wanting to be rescued from this situation because neither of them really know what to do about it. You know, but they're looking for something that is special and some sort of, as I say, spiritual intervention to rescue them from this stuck situation. And it's not really stuck. They both know what they individually want, but they're not moving towards it. Yeah, look, all they're interested in now is getting over it and healing their heart. You know, there's no sense of togetherness in this reading at all. You know, they're looking to pastures new, and they're looking to heal from this situation because it's been painful for both of them. What else, please? Can we have one more, please, Spirit? And then we'll look at how they're both responding to this energy. Yeah, feeling the world. They're already casting their net further. I'm really in the fishing mode today because I was on about fish over here, wasn't I? But now I'm saying they're casting their net. This is the feeling that I'm getting, that they're both looking beyond what is in front of them. Like I said, they're already looking outside this relationship, you know, trying to get in touch with the, you know, the outer world, trying to get in touch with sort of friends, relations, anybody who can help them through this, and really trying to move forward here. Right, I'm going to get some more tarot and let's have a look at how they're coping with this situation. So how's the Divine Masculine coping with the Merry motive, please? How is he coping with that situation where he's trying to find light in the darkness? Yeah, he knows that there is no light in the darkness. We have the Tower. So he looks like he is just wanting it all to end. You know, he's wanting it to come crashing down so that he can rebuild something new, you know. So his time of trying to salvage something, trying to salvage some light is over. And what about the Karmic, please? How does the Karmic feel about this? Is it that one? Yeah, look. She feels it's a missed opportunity. She's focusing on the negatives around this situation. You know, she's protecting what's hers, but she doesn't know what to do next. She cannot find, you know, the full goblet here. She can't find the light in the darkness. So, you know, it looks like the Divine Masculine is further forward in his thinking than the Karmic, because she's just sort of coming to terms with it, whereas he's making decisions to move on. It feels like he's in his headspace at the moment. So why do we have Beyond the Ordinary? How does the Divine Masculine deal with that energy, please? Which one is it? That one? Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're having discussions. He's trying to clear this situation, but he's trying to feel his way through it. You know, Page energies are very sort of young, very innocent. There may be children connected here, but it feels like, you know, he's under pressure financially. He's doing a lot of the giving at the moment, and they're having lots of discussions about that because he's trying to clear that up. You know, he's trying to learn what is needed to be provided. If there's children involved, he's going to need to provide for children. So he's trying to clarify that. And yeah, This is why he's probably hoping for some sort of divine intervention, something out of the ordinary to come along and rescue him, really, because he can't easily find the way forward and he needs that clarity. So I do think there's some discussions going on between them, but you know, it's taking its time because I don't think they can reach an agreement. So how is the beyond the ordinary affecting, thank you, the karmic? Yeah, look, I mean, the karmic is standing there in king energy. You know, the karmic is saying, I want to take charge. I want to make the decisions. This is going to be my decision. I will dictate how it's going to be. And the divine masculine, who's doing the providing, is standing there in page energy saying, well, you know, you're going to have to let me know. You know, he's letting her, not that he can't, that sounded really bad. I don't mean he's letting her, but at the moment, for some reason, she's in king energy and he's having to listen to what her requirements are. This is what makes me think there's children involved for some of these divine masculines, because she is saying what she feels she needs to have this security we saw earlier, and he's trying to work around that. He's trying to learn what it is she needs and be clear about it. You know, it's not a matter about him letting her do it, but you know, it's that he's having to be in that position. So that's not sitting easy with him. He doesn't enjoy that, but it's the position that he's in, which is why it's taking the time for him to leave this situation. So we already have this connection here with healing the heart and the Six of Swords, where he's trying to move away from a difficult situation to somewhere that feels more peaceful. So we've got that connection, but how else is he healing the heart, please? Oh gosh. Look at this. How extraordinary is that? On the same line around the heart, they've got to heal their hearts, both of them, because they're both feeling devil energy. So neither of them is trusting the other. And that is why the divine masculine wants to move away from this situation. So let's see what comes up for the karmic. How is she healing the heart then? How is she coping with that energy? Yeah, she's trying to take control, look. So he just wants to move away from her control. And because we see here, look, on the Six of Swords, look at these swords that are standing in the way. And here we have the karmic taking control of the swords. Well, they're daggers in this card, but you know what I mean. So neither of them trust each other. The karmic is trying to take control of what happens next. And all the divine masculine wants to do is move away from it. He doesn't want to be a part of it. So in terms of feeling the world and what's outside for both of them, what do we pick up with? We have Empress energy here. We know the divine masculine wants to move towards his divine feminine. But how else is he coping with the feeling the world energy, please? Yeah, look, he's feeling restricted. But he's very much in his headspace, as I said earlier. He's keeping himself imprisoned in his mind. At the moment, he's struggling to see how he's going to move forward towards his Empress, but that is his intention, you know. He's missing some of the signs and signals, because here we have the bluebird, as always, at the top of the sword. I said as always, as if the bluebird comes and goes, but you know what I mean. I always point the bluebird out because it's very significant. He's choosing to ignore the messages at the moment because he's having to deal with this situation with the karmic, where it seems like the karmic is making demands. And so, you know, he's in his headspace, not quite knowing what to do next because she's in control here. So why do we have the karmic and the Page of Cups energy, and how's she coping with feeling the world, please, Spirit? Yeah, look, she's feeling sad and she doesn't know quite where she's going to move forward to. So, you know, she's putting on a lot of bravado at the moment. A lot of this digging her heels in and stamping her feet and saying, you know, I want this, I want that. It's because she doesn't know quite where she's going to go next. She's feeling very, very sad at the moment. You know, like I said, this karmic is quite childlike. She has bitten off more than she can chew. I keep using these phrases, but she knows she's taken on this relationship, there was an imbalance in this relationship from the beginning. And so she is feeling like a fish out of water at the moment. She is feeling very sensitive. She is feeling very upset, and she can't see the way forward towards anything brighter because it feels like her world is falling apart. So, you know, at the moment, she's trying to look at the world, but she's struggling to reach it, you know? So, interesting times. Let me see. Let me just have a drink of water. I'm going to just get some oracle and do some next steps. So let's do some next steps, please, Spirit. What are the next steps from the Divine Masculine? What are the next steps he's likely to take? Do we know? Yeah, he's going to need some time out. After this experience, he's going to need some time on his own to reflect and come to terms with the decisions he's made in the past and, you know, what happens next. He's going to be feeling a lot happier, though. And there are going to be celebrations ahead. So he is going to be moving forward and feeling a lot happier. You know, a lot of that heavy energy is going to disappear. Yeah. He's going to be relying on friends. He's going to be, you know, seeking out people who will support him and will help him to move forward. If he's having to contribute finance towards this karmic situation still, even when he's gone, then he may well need support, practical support from people around him to be able to get back on his feet. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. And then he's going to be making his decisions. So, you know, he is going to need some breathing space. I don't think it's as straightforward as him leaving a karmic situation, coming straight to you, Divine Femme. Some of them may do. But I do get the feeling that, you know, once he's feeling a bit more settled, he's come to terms with things a bit, he's feeling happier, he's got some practical support, then he's going to feel strong enough to make decisions. And this always stands out at me, this card, because we have 2 wedding rings in the red doorway here. This is about passion, it's about commitment, you know, and that's what stands out at me today as well. So he is going to be making decisions about, you know, moving forward and, you know, moving towards his Empress, basically. Do we have one more card, please? Thank you. I knew there was another one to come out. Yeah, there's still fear around for him. He's still afraid. He may well be afraid of making those decisions. Let's just get one more, because we don't want to end on fear. Let's get one more, please. What else, please, for him? I didn't get it, Spirit, sorry. What else for the Divine Masculine? Yeah, he's heading towards his destiny, look, which is you, Divine Femme. So, you know, he is on his way. Yeah, heading towards his light. You know, it's spiritually guided. He knows that. He's getting those messages. You are his destiny. So it doesn't matter how afraid he is. He knows that that's where he will feel lighter. That is where he's being guided to be. So, do we have advice for Divine Femmes, please? These readings, I swear, I always say I'm going to do a short reading and then they end up quite long. So let's just get a couple of Moonology. I love my Moonology deck. So let's just get a couple of Moonology, please, as advice for the Divine Feminine. Thank you. Okay, so they're saying balance, spirituality and practicality. So, you know, this is about... for some of you, it may be about taking some action, but I don't feel that there's much you can do to alter this situation at the moment, apart from sending your Divine Masculine through the 5D, sending him your loving energy and helping him to have the strength to deal with this situation and move forward. So they're saying, you know, just get on with your everyday life and, you know, try and keep that balance, because I know that twin flame relationships are all consuming. Trust me, I really do know. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Look, take time to breathe out, Divine Femmes. You know, make sure you're nurturing you, make sure you're looking after you, because, you know, when the divine masculine comes back, you're going to need to feel on top of things. But look, can you see that in that light? Mate, it's got the light's gone very bright. It says a new romantic cycle begins. So yeah, you need to be ready for it. I'm going to take this one too, because I don't like 3 cards. And they're saying it's a time for healing. So this goes with the balanced spirituality card, because, as I said, the twin flame journey is all consuming. I do know that. I am part of my own twin flame journey, and it's exhausting at times. So they're saying, you know, get on with your everyday life, look after yourself spiritually, you know, as well, and allow yourself time to heal from any hurts or any pain that you've had. Because remember, while you're healing you, divine femmes, you're also helping to heal your divine masculine. Okay, right, I hope you enjoyed that reading today. If you did, please drop me a like and don't forget to subscribe. That would be lovely. Thank you so much. If anybody would like a personal reading, just have a look at the info down below. And I will catch up with you all really, really soon. Take care, divine femmes. Bye for now.